Joining me now to talk about all of this, the radical left's vicious attacks and often violent attacks against Republicans. We're joined by Pete Holmberg. He's a Republican candidate for New York State Senate, District 28, also a member of the Metropolitan Republican Club. The club, first, Pete, welcome.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Vandalized.
Yes.
And we've got images of that we want to show you. Also, the mob that showed up. This was, we're looking at the doors there that have Antifa, whatever you want to call them, the left-wing thugs who wear masks.
Yes.
I mean, what's your reaction? You brought in, who was it, Gavin McInnes, the guy that is responsible for the Proud Boys, quote unquote, a right-wing group, and they were attacked.
The members of our club like to see public figures up close. Right. They want to talk to them. They want to communicate with them without
both sides, all sides.
Exactly, all sides without the filter of the media or the internet. That's America. We get to listen. We get to convene behind closed doors and listen. And our members like to listen, and they wanted to hear what.
So what happened?
Well, there was protests all week. There was basically, I'm going to call it terrorism. If a 12-year-old throws a brick through a window, that's vandalism. If you're threatening someone's thought and telling them to limit their free speech, and you're threatening them, and then you throw bricks through the window and spray paint their doors, which is what happened to the Metropolitan Republican Club, I'm going to call that terrorism because they're doing it to impinge on your First Amendment rights. Absolutely.
And as we are approaching now 18 days, the midterms, we're seeing this mob mentality for what it is, and that is the left, the radical Dems, are trying to terrorize voters, and they're looking at these huge lines of people that are attending Trump rallies all across the country. I'm talking about miles and miles of folks in Montana, abandoning cars. Some say a mile away to get to the rally, and this is an effort to intimidate older folks, women. Young people. This is horrible.
It's terrorism, and it's gotten worse the more successful President Trump has gotten. 4.2 GDP, as they see results, they can't fight with results. So they're fighting with emotional argument. And if you're fighting with emotional argument, eventually it's going to lead to violence and terror.
Well, that's where we are, and good for you for going for office and expressing your views and representing them.
Absolutely.
We appreciate you being with us, Pete.
Thank you very much. It's great to be here.
He's running for the New York State Senate. And by the way, you may be a little lonely there if you win.
I hope I'm not lonely, but there's other Republicans there.
All right, Pete Holmberg, thanks.
Thank you.